We're here at the DC Shoes headquarters in Huntington Beach, California to get an exclusive look at the new Winter 13 snowboard line. DC has a lot of important technology and new features that go into making the perfect DC snowboard. Let's first start off by talking about the feelometer. The feelometer is our board reference in the catalog. Using the feelometer, you can get an idea of the overall feel of each board. You can see this on the feelometer guide for flex, maneuverability, and camber. Let's start with the flex. We go from less drive to more drive, less drive being softer and more drive being stiffer boards. Maneuverability is based on the combination of the camber, either anti-camber or traditional camber, combined with the side cut, which gives you shorter radius turns or longer radius turns. Camber will go from -6 anti-camber to +6 traditional camber, which creates a board that is either more playful or more responsive. Every rider has their own preference when it comes to their perfect board, and the feelometer will help you decide what works best for you. This is basically the same way the riders worked with DC to develop the board line. The flat surfaces at the tip and tail of the board provide lift and power to keep you floating in the deepest snow, while the radius blends in perfectly with the side cut to create effortless transitions from edge to edge. DC's camber core is the secret ingredient that allows us to give our anti-camber boards the pop of a traditional camber board, yet remain fun and playful. By adding a unique arc-shaped profile to the wood core, the fiberglass takes on a completely new geometry, like that of a bridge. We've integrated this arced fiberglass shape into the anti-camber zone to give the boards more pop and added resistance when flexing the tip and tail. Also featured on all DC snowboards is the struck-turn base. The struck-turn base structure is scientifically proven to be a faster base in all conditions. Just like the dimples of a golf ball break tension and make it fly farther, these small dimples in our base break water tension and allow your board to glide faster, turn easier, and allows you to ride longer. DC's latest and greatest technological feature for Winter 13 snowboards is the Fresh Deck technology. Our new Fresh Deck top sheet gives DC boards that poppy feel you get from a new skate deck. The top sheets add a snap of life to the boards that you can only get from natural wood. They may look pretty, but these top sheet laminates are pure performance, with several seasons of testing behind us to prove it. The wood is sealed to protect it from the elements, still keeping its natural feel. We caught up with Torstein and asked him about DC's new Fresh Deck technology. Here's what he had to say.
I feel like it gives that extra pop of the wooden feel, gives the snowboard a little bit more life. To have that integrated into the snowboard, I think helps a lot.
So whether Torstein is riding in the backcountry or hitting a kicker in a contest, this new technology seems to work well for him. Let's talk about DC's first camber profile offering, Micro Camber, featured on Devin and Lowry's Pro Model boards. The board is flat through the center and has 1.5 millimeters of positive camber in the tip and tail. Combine this with DC's revolutionary camber core and you get the feel and pop of a full camber board while maintaining the forgiveness and pow float of a flat board.
I love the micro camber technology. It's like the best of both worlds to me. You can really kind of tool it around the hill, lift the nose, but when you need to lean on it, it's there and really holds a good edge, and the tail doesn't bog out like a traditional kind of flat or reverse camber board. It's a really great deck. It works great for me. I'm sure it's going to work good for you too.
Okei, eli mun uusi lauta on mun uusi lempilauta. Siinä on mikrokamberi ja meinaa, se on flatti keskeltä ja siinä on tipeistä pikkasen positiivista camberia. Se tuntuu vielä sellaiset laudalta, millä pystyy laskemaan kivasti niinku rinteessä ja se on anteeksi antava ja niinku pahauska lauta laskee, mutta siinä on silti se camber-tuki mukana ja poppi ja kaikki muutkin. Et se on mulle täydellinen lauta.
What did he just say? Anyway, next up is Lock and Load Camber, featured on the Mega, the Ply, and the Women's Ply. Lock and Load Camber is a new approach to traditional camber. We started out with traditional camber through the midsection of the board, and then lengthened the traditional contact points of the board to create a flat, stable platform for locking onto rails and loading up the tail for huge ollies. The skate-inspired camber profile has allowed us to create an entirely new feeling of power and stability in these boards.
My pro model is a 153, and it's like a great park board, great all around the mountain type board. It's got lock and load camber, so that means it's just got like really solid camber, really good pop, and feels really solid under the feet, landing in the back seat or, you know, hitting jumps and doing butters and everything. It's really responsive. The lock and load is really good for popping ollies and nollies and, you know, just cruising around the mountain.
Next up is traditional camber, and is featured on both the MLF and ICA's Pro model. Snowboarders everywhere love traditional camber because it naturally offers explosive ollies and powerful turns by inherently loading up the tip and tail.
So my board is the MLF. It's in a 158 and 154. Mostly myself, I ride a 158 around the mountains. I feel the board reacts way quicker and more aggressively. You can get more snap off jumps and you can get way more rail on your turns.
Anti-camber is featured on the Tone, PBJ, Focus, and the Biddy boards. Simply put, anti-camber means the board is flat between your stance and curved away from the snow outside the stance. We adjust the length of the flat spot and the amount of anti-camber to determine how the board is going to perform. A long flat spot is fast and stable, while a shorter flat spot is more maneuverable. And there you have it. Micro camber, lock and load camber, traditional camber, and anti-camber are the 4 unique camber profiles featured in the Winter 13 snowboard collection. Here at DC, we have your preferred camber profile no matter what.